my name. Somebody forgot that. Oh, it's covered there. So as you know, the Korean name system, first name and middle name and last name, correct? Last name. Mostly our country is not mentioned the middle name system. For example, this is Chinese letter. So this is last name. But two word, but we cannot middle name, only for the first name. So if some Korean students is coming and then did you fill it out the admission application form or something? So I know this in the Vietnam and the Chinese, most of the Asian country, this style. So I highly recommend it because it's three things. One thing is, very important thing is passport, driver license. Driver license. And second one is passport. But passport is cannot change that because it's your own country. And third one is I-20. And the I-20 passport, driver license, later green card, later. So you have to same name system. If you put it in the name, in the middle name, it's exactly different person. Yeah. So I recommend to students came here this time. My name is one word and two word is first name space one. It depends on my style. My style is IL initial N. This is my style. So you guys, if you have some middle name or some two words, and then this style is better. Not confusing for American style. So I recommend that if you want to two word space, but it's not recommend this style. So many students is confusing and later very difficult time to name change. Okay, so my style is I don't have the American style name. Most guys is Jeff, John, or Peter, or David. Lots of the American name because it's my son's style is this one. Your son, your daughters, your children. I think this one style. Chinese is too popular name in here for schools. But my son's from Korea, only 1 year old. So it's just a long time. Anyway, this middle name is the Korean word 이성, 성, but only using the initial. So he has official name this time. How can I make it? It's at first time I came here without the green card, and then I got a green card, and 5 years later I got a citizenship, and then we go to the court, and then we approve from the judge this time. So now he has some different record, elementary school, junior high, and junior high and the high and the university is a little bit confusing name, but mostly schools accept this type. Or in the elementary school record this type. It's exactly different people, different person. So when you change the children's name or your names only one time for get a citizenship, and at that time some people change the last name. For example, in the Chinese and Korean and most other Vietnam also, if you are married and did you change your last name or not? No. No change your last name after marriage. Keep going your origin last name. But Japanese is changed. But it's
if you the first name and middle name together, you put in the comma.
yes. So, okay. Okay. Comma is different meaning.
Middle name and comma and the
And
first
the
name.
last name. Okay. If I write in here, the most Americans knows it this first name and the last name, and sometimes last name first and comma and then first name. They knows it. This is all Americans knows it. The same. So if you want to write the last name first, and you need comma, okay, and then they knows it. But mostly this is American style. So in the United States, exactly when they married, changed the last name. So I know this is your parents, you guys are parents in the schools. What is your name? And you use your dad's name or first class, but something K1, 2, 3, and then asking, and then they confusing their father's last name and mother's last name is different. What's the meaning? It's branded family. You know the branded family? Very popular system, brand. What's the meaning? The branded family. Brand meaning is mix. Mix. Okay. The dad or father, dad have two sons. For example, two sons. And mother side, brother, mom. Mom has only one son, and get married, and another one daughter. This is exactly how many children they parents? 2, 1, 1, 4. This style is very popular system in the United States. This system we say the branded family, brand mixed. So at this time, the son, one son from the mom is different last name. Exactly, correct? Because his mom is ex-husband name, she has it. And also she has ex-husband name. Very confusing that. And then get married. They change or not. So they can make it. In this case, mostly popularly the mom is changed the last name. So she wants to work, for example, in the official work, and then she submits any old document, education experience and job experience, something. Each paper is different last name. She has it, correct? Before married, first married, second married, it's different last name record. But in the United States, mostly accept this style, only explain. So she has exactly 3 kinds of last name, his record, correct? From dad, from ex-husband, from now husband, correct? You know what I'm saying? So this is bread family. It is very popular in here. Very interesting. So first time I came here, I'm also very confusing this styling. So point is that exactly the same one, okay? Which is the origin? This one. Okay. You cannot change your passport even if it's different or long information. You have to keep the passport name. Okay. So if you have some different city document name, you have to unify that. Okay. Very important. Okay. So I-20 is a little bit easy to change that. So if you want to unify the only one thing, I-20, SK. So schools can change your name. Driver license is also changed in the DMV, but you have to show up at least 2 evidence documents. For example, passport and I-20. And then the DMV is change your name, fix it your name. So, which is the official document? The passport from your country, origin. And the DMV or I-20, any other social security office wants to at least 2 kind of document, okay? So driver license, I-20, passport, social security number, something like that, okay? So also later, if you have some, if you got a green card, more careful for name, okay? Because it's a social security number is system 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. This system, okay? System. So this number only one time is. Only one time, yeah. So some people get the social security number. You can get the social security number from schools. Very difficult, but you don't need the social security number. Only social security number is not work outside. So if you want that, I'm not. I don't want to say that it's because it's a different system. The school is different policy. So if you want that, need your security social security number, ask the school. And then they a little bit charge that. So now we have some young students. Okay, I explain one more thing. It's a work permit. Work permit means is you guys, most of them is the Apple students. Apple students cannot work, correct? But how can we get the work permit? Because it's outside permit, or it's impossible. Maybe they just say. But only one thing is schools allow part-time or assistant, correct? The parking lot or some school orchestration or library, lots of work is open to Apple student or residents. Okay, so you are trying to Apple students for on campus. On campus. So it means is okay. You apply the library and waiting for us the parking lot, something like that, very likely. And the schools give the money to students, correct? But the schools cannot give the money to the students because it's Apple students no social security number. That's why the schools approve the students. Okay, we got it the library assistance and then maybe issue some document and then go to the social security numbers, and then they issue the number at this time. Very important. This is for unauthorized, cannot work, or something like that, right here. And if you get it, the green card is delete. And same number, reissue the social security number after green card, okay? Very important thing, okay? No change, cannot change, no change. And then you are deleted, unauthorized, cannot work or something, and you get it, this number, it's forever here. And the 40 point, you got it, the 40 points, and then you get the social security, social security, social security. So 40 point. 40 point, what's the meaning? After that, 1 quarter is 1 point. It means it's 4 quarter times 10 years. It's 40 point. And then you, after 65 or 67, you got the social security. So this is the later. Anyway, these things, very important things. One more thing. You cannot show to or give to the any other things, okay? You cannot. Only one thing. You buy a school, buy your home, buy your car. Is a little bit accumulate your credit, but no need the credit after you get a green card, and then you can accumulate or get the credit. Not now. So important thing is, even if you get the social security number from schools, the permit only on campus, no outside. Okay. Okay. So some students is asking. Okay. You are very interested or some concern about the stock market, correct? So Apple students invested a stock market or not? You know that? Okay, you are very interested in stock. And you want to make money from stock market. It's possible or not? You don't know. It's possible, okay? So, okay, you very a little bit complex, no computing there. If you Las Vegas, if you have the Las Vegas trip, and then get a price, jackpot, and then for $2,000 you pay. And then what is the next step? You will stop by the office and then get a check, but you don't have the social security. So even if you got a 2,000 price, but the hotels cannot issue the W-1099. 1099, exactly you say the 1099. So he can't, casino issues 1099 to the, even if it's F1 or resident, it doesn't matter. But you don't have the, any social security number or tax ID, things like that. So I don't know the amounts. I guess I heard that $600 or $800 more, you have to receive the 1099 from the jackpot price. Okay? At this time, the casino issues to you the jackpot price. For example, 2,000. You got 1,000 for jackpot, and then you don't have any tax number or social security number. So at this time, the casino issues 1099 form, and also it's very good tax ID. So you are first another very simple form, and then right there, and you got it 192, something like that, after tax. So even if you got it 2,000 jackpot, and then I don't have any social security number, and then they issued 1099 and another form, fill it out. This form is tax ID. Tax ID is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers style in the system, and then you got this money from the casino. Same as it. If you want to your own business, so this school has some business course in here. At that time, I explained more, but now we have mentioned that as I explained. Okay, your own sandwich shop. Sandwich restaurant. Cannot or can? You can do it there. Your own business in here. So it's very difficult and sensitive things. Only one thing is, if you want your own sandwich restaurant, so I'm not resident, I'm appointed, something like that. So if you invest the stock market, and then you got it over $800 per year, and the investment company issues to your 1099, okay? And then you have to tax report. But every year, the tax report, not now, I'm not sure not, this year, around the $800 per year to income, no need to tax report. So below $4,800 income, no need to tax report. But I'm not sure. This is every year it increased at about $4,850, something like that. So around $5,000 income is no need to tax report. Anyway, if you got it over $800 per stock market, and then I got more money, $10,000. It's possible for a year. And the stock market company issues $10,000 for you, the 1099 form. How can? At this time, same method, tax ID. You can make it a tax ID, and then you can invest the stock market, the bonds, and gold. You can do it then. So one thing is that if you want your own restaurant, how can? So at this time, make the company. So I make it the corporation. I make it the corporation. So this corporation is three kind of: sole property, C corp, S corp. So sole proprietorship means is I am a green card, and then I can open my sandwich. Only I own that. Only me. At this time is sole proprietorship, means sole. Only me. The sole proprietorship. A little bit is not good for your business because only one time tax report. Tax report. Let's see, because it's I'm resident and I operate the restaurant, and then I get the money from there, and then I tax report. That's it. So include the corporation and my own tax report includes one time job. But C Corp and S corporation is 2 times tax report. It means I recommend S corporation style. Okay, later we change that. What is different later? Anyway, S corporation you can make it the corporation in California state, and S corp is 2 times tax report. It means you are make it your own or something. How can I say? Okay, H or sandwich shop. And this company tax report. Company tax report because corporation. And then from this company I get some salary or wage or anyway from them. Or this company gets some profit. The profit or wage is tax. In charge tax. So company receive the tax report and my income tax report. So S corporation is 2 times tax report. Which one is better? Later, this is better. Even if the 2 times tax report, you can make the S corporation and then 2 times tax report is better for your budget planning. Later, if I more detailed things later. But anyway, this time, so a little bit. Sorry. Sorry. So you can use this one, even if you are F1 students. How can? You make it a sandwich corporation to California state, okay? You can do it there, your name. So you own the sandwich corporation, sandwich restaurant. You can open that. So open and tax report. This company make the profit, correct? And get the money. And then tax reports to IRS. Which name? By A corporation. Tax report, A corporation. But A corporation, who owns the A corporation? Me, Apple. So that's it, it's finished. Even if I own the A corporation, and some profit, the A corporation pay the tax to the IRS. That's finish. It means this one. Finish. And next step is I cannot receive the money from the A corporation, correct? Because it says I cannot work. No social security, no tax ID. And this is a little bit fake thing. You get the money from the A corporation, A restaurant, by cash. You can use that. It's no problem. So only you are very careful tax report to corporation, restaurant. You cannot tax any check from the sandwich shop. This is not illegal. Legal. But it's you were a little bit manipulated. Yeah, so that's why a little bit dangerous method, but it's now many students or many a little bit professional or some I think is some professional job or technique or something like that. But only take some cash job only. But don't worry about that. Then you will make it the corporation and then your own business in here. So don't worry about that. This is for another good business for you in here. Okay. Oh, now I'm very far away to not delay the school. It's okay. Anyway, okay, come back in here. Okay. The principle of ministry leadership. The last week, what is the leadership? The definition and what is different between the leadership and the management, and what is the both sides need for more clear more communication, adaptability, or something. So today we will just briefly review that. What is the good leaders? How can we become a good leaders? So there are 12 characteristics of good leaders. So self-awareness, respect, compassion, vision, communication, learning, agility, collaboration, influence, integrity, courage, and gratitude, resilience, or something like that. It depends on the researchers or professors. So anyway, we have to be a good business, good leaders, something like that. This the very common sense. This one, and this one is 10 qualities of good leaders. So physical features, I'm not sure. Anyway, this is features. So, but you know, in the army base is very small. Some special country is the level is very high, but he is yelling or command, and the very black big guys is follow that. Very funny thing. Anyway, physical features depends on. And knowledge is exact. Vision, integrity, initiative, motivation skills, self-confidence, social skills, communication skills, decisiveness. These things need for good business, good leaders. And also it's a characteristic of effective leaders. Last time I talked to you effective and efficiency. So most leaders think about how can we approach the effectiveness, effectively approach or efficiently approach is very interesting and a careful approach for good leaders. How can we approach that? So professional excellencies, empathy, anyway, the well-balanced vision, team cohesion, positive personality traits, or something. These things is effective leaders. How to become effective leaders? Think about these things. I showed to many definition or approaches. Depends on the each researchers. And this one is also another researchers shows that the 7 categorize of what makes a good leaders: communication, vision, analytical mind, ability to learn, empathy, resilience, courage, something. Also, the other one is how can reach the effective leaders. 10 leadership skills for effective leaders is step by step. First start is communicate and connect effectively. Mostly we think it's we say it is a network. And manpower. Many leaders, many kinds of leaders, and the leadership or management is need to manpower and the network system, and management knowledge or information or skills, strategy, skills, etc. So any kind of business needs at least 3 things, 3 factors. For example, later you will become, you want to have your own business or your company, or you will establish any kind of society, need three things. One thing is idea, or technique, or patent. That's it. The other one is money, capital. Even if I have a very good experience for sandwich for 20 years, idea. Oh, now I have some good idea from the AI, things like that. Anyway, idea, tech, or patent, or more information, lots of idea. But needed the money is capital. So capital from here, your pocket or bank. In the capitalism country, no need to your pocket money from the capital. At this time, you have to use the bank. So charge for interest. So I borrow the money from bank. This capital. So my angel capital or something. Many kind of financial budget is capital. And the other one is management. How can we mix it and operate the tech, patent and capital, or money and tech? How can we adjust it or management? Even if you are very small business, you are more sandwich shop, and sandwich shop is more located, and the person, how many people, and how many tables, and how much more rent, or something like that. Many factors in there with your own business. So it is basically approached or categorized three things. One thing is, I have 20 years sandwich shop cook. So it's very important thing. We cannot buy this. So I very experienced 20 years sandwich, and I have some money, and also I have very good credit, and the bank is on borrow the money. But mostly important thing is the management. So now, lots of AI concept in here. This AI concept is start middle of last year. But before that time, you heard that many after schools concentrate the computer science, as you know. Your children use after school is computer science and coding or something like that. You heard a lot of the coding. And coding schools is disappeared there suddenly last year. Instead of the coding, they charge for AI. Very quickly changed that. So AI. So AI have some very good chance or some idea, but Wikipedia. Before AI, Wikipedia as I don't know around correct percentage is only 60% or 70%. But AI is a little bit increased to 80%, 90% is fact. But now it's a little bit updated information, why the open IT system. But now, can you ask it to ChatGPT, which factors if I want to my own business? You can check the same. So, which is best one? Management. So I read it some record. Many companies is failed. So which part is the toughest? Management. So now I have a good idea for some robot AI, or I have good idea or good experience to restaurant. You say perfect. All money approved the bank. How can we manage operate? So mostly 60% or 70% is failed that the reason is management. They don't have the management. So if you want your business, okay, I have good experience, techniques, and from the money from bank or from my parents, it's okay. Your pocket is okay, but most important thing is how to you operate, how to you management for operating this your own business. Yeah. So even if the you know the venture capital. Venture capital is very popular in San Francisco. Lots of that capital, angel capital or something, the borrow money company. So you know the United States, who is money, who has the tremendous money in the United States? Financial company. That is the industry. The insurance company or financial company has a lot of money. Japan. Who is tremendous money in Japan? Government. And Taiwan. Who has the tremendous money? This is the corporation. So the Taiwan is very organized. The chip company, they have lots of money. Korea is big company. Samsung, Hyundai, that's it. No small company, something like that. So in the United States, financial company wants that how can I borrow the money to them? Okay, so if you have some credit card, $10,000, and then you're using the credit card, almost $9,000, $10,000, almost you are limited. And then many financial company contact you, mail, phone, everything. You can borrow. I can give some $10,000 more, something like that. And then they charge the interest. So if you want your own business, okay, borrow money from bank. It's capitalism. So don't worry about that, the borrow money from the bank. Push that if you want your business. So anyway, the first thing is how can we manage it? And this is very important. Even if your own small business or company style. And two thing is many people hesitate that. But why you fail or not, you have powerful management or not. Okay? Leadership or management or more information, oh, it's a good idea, but basically need for management. You have to concept first, management concept. How can I operate? How can I mix it and modify it or something? So in the United States, approach the system in university levels, very powerful approach, the step-by-step style. So in our country, okay, the textbook is different style. In our country, first, definition. Okay, A plus B equals C, something like that. The theory. X table plus Y table plus its fx, or something like that. It's theory. And then case example. And case study. Most Asian this type textbook. Now it's a little bit changed. But exactly different thing. I know this from my son and daughters in here. In the United States system is exactly different. Case study first, and example first, and then the definition, define, make conclusion, theory, explain. So exactly different, reverse time. I don't know which is better to learning system. But it's most case in Asian this type. In the United States, many case, case, and then automatically the students recognize the theory and then push to the theory, the definition, this style. So first time, also I'm very confusing for my son and daughters teaching the schools. So exactly different style is more a little bit help for your children. Okay. Anyway, also the American style is very powerful. This step by step. So it depends on the professor or researchers, but it's regularly they say the first time communicated how to effectively communicate this system or some occur. And the second step is inspire competence. Okay. Demonstrate a high emotional intelligence and build trust, promote stealthy, expand the common ground, and make difference conversation easy, management attention, empower employees, deliver constructive feedback. Some I don't know who make it. Anyway, I get this one some other textbook. Anyway, this style is to build up the effective leaders. And 10 management tips for great leaders. Also, is some researchers is announced that share information. Share information is a little bit limited. Okay, each different level because it's hierarchical pyramid. So each level have a responsibilities differently. This one, this share information is also how to control the responsibility and adjust your style, have fun, remove obstacles, raise your hands, focus your time, share things, empower through delegation, get small milestones, give feedback, something. This thing is to become a great leader, see. And also, this one is, what is the bad leaders? The poor communication. It's a reverse says that, okay. Communication, okay, no communication is bad leader, see. So, indecisive, poor conflict resolution skills, and ineffective listeners, lack of integrity, resistance to change, lack of accountability. But it's innovation or reform. But this is very difficult one. Difficult word. Innovation or some nowadays. Last time I visited Las Vegas for CES, and they are very powerful, open to robots, AI robot. And did you remember that the Lottide movement? Lottide movement is 1940, 30 something, and then in the business history, we developed the power, the steam power, and then they are instead of the workers, lots of the automate, so robots or something. So at that time, the workers is push corrosion the machine. The point, the starting from the power, steam power, and then some years later they got some job. So another job. It's a little bit confusing time, but very shortly settle down. But nowadays it's a very similar situation for robotics and AI system. So they are focused. The AI is very powerful productivity, as you know. Also, the peoples need to break time. legally we are break time 10 minutes per 1 hour, correct? So, but the robotics or AI system, no need the break time. Only change the battery. That's it. So I saw the some company shows to some, I don't know, I forgot the name, the robots. The robots only change the battery. It's automatically change the effect. Robotics change the power and the charge cost. Battery is on. This is good idea. Any kind of robotics can charge that. The company developed the self charge system. So I think this is very similar for second the type movement. So I'm not sure, but 2 years or more, 1 decade or 2 decades, I'm not sure, but automatically instead of the robotics or AI system, and the peoples can another powerful job for instead of the robotics. So I don't worry about their most things change the situation. But last time I talked to you, I got a doctor degree for theme is productivity. How to evaluate or calculate the productivity by labor or machine or time or anything. So this is very higher level of mathematics and statistics. So nowadays, exactly AI robotics is powerful productivity better than people. But the people's can make it a very specified area for productivity instead of the AI system. So I don't worry about that, very different situation. So you know, in the business part, which subject is very long history? Human resource. Last time I talked to the business major, human resource, marketing, finance, so they have 7 or 8 parts there. But the business style, business major is starting the human resource and organization. So every society or organization needs the people. People can make it. So the human resource is forever exist for any kind of organization. So nowadays, no more new theory or some approaches, but the human resource is very long time history of the business management, still alive, because it's most thing is related to human being. So in the business part, starting the human resource part. So this is more related, more leadership, more network, more manpower. Lots of that related is organization and human resource part. So nowadays is every company has a human resource part, headhunter, something, human resource part, human management part. This is control the manpower. And also the bad leader and the worst leader, same meaning. So lack energy and enthusiasm, accept their own mediocre performance. I don't know. Lack clear vision and direction, have a poor judgment, don't collaborate, don't follow the standards they set up to others, but resist new ideas, don't learn from mistake, lack interpersonal skills, fail to develop others. So you know the interesting things is the human resource part and marketing part. If you have some fighting your wife, you are cook, I am a cook. And then I have something struggle with fighting with my wife this morning. And then in the Japanese company, so I walk in there, and then I said that the manager, I'm very upset. Manager asked, oh, what's the reason then? I fight my wife. And then the manager said, what? Okay, go back home, go back home. Because you are very upset right now because of you're fighting your wife. So it is effective to food. That's why this time is you were late time. Take break and go back to your home, something like that. It is some example in the human resource part and the leadership part. Example. What is the difference between the good and bad leaders? Very common sense. So inspire others, instill fears, trust. And good part is correct good words, everything. A good example, team environment. How can I read it? Recognize achievement, something. Okay, one thing is leaders need to powerful organization and also motivate. That's all. So leaders need to also managers need to some engage or some warm up something, something. So how can there are many kind of methods there. So we are human beings. Why you are coming to your working place? What's the basic reason? Why you are work? There are many reasons there. No. Why you are work? What's that? The money. I want money, and then I work. Why the reason to get the money? But most say it's family, for family, correct? Oh, so for my family. That's it. For my own. Anyway, it's not married guys. Okay, for my futures, something like for my dream. Anyway, I have to work, make money from the place, from the working. So money. That's why the leaders and good leaders push to the money. If you do it, this achieve this one, and then I give to the money more. What is that? The example? Bonus and some. What's that? The bonus or some extra money. What's that? I forgot the subject. Anyway, any kind of give money except regular salary, correct? Incentive. So bonus and incentives is a little bit encouraged to the workers, correct? But the textbook or some many research papers shows the bonus or incentive, extra money is the last chance. For example, the conclusion is money is the last chance to your encouragement. For example, your own sandwich restaurant, and then the last quarter we get the more profit, more gain money. It's good. And then once that the owners gives some extra money to give them, it's not good idea. Or it will be poor ideas. So at this time, you don't give to the money to them. Exactly give to the money is direct effect, but the effect is very quickly disappear there. That's why, okay, last quarter we have big money, and then you want to give some extra money or incentive or bonus to my workers. At this time, you cannot give to direct money. Any other method is better. For example, my manager managers has some son and daughters, and then think about it. Same $100. Okay. Now I think about this $100 to the manager, because of the last quarter is a big money, and then directly give to the $100 is very poor method. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So the manager has one children, for example, one child, and give to some gift for children. Which is better? Direct give $100 to manager, or $100 or gift card for manager children? This is more utility. So in the economics, later if we chance that I explain the utility. In the economic class, first time teach the utility. Sometimes the utility. What's that? First thing is give direct to manager. Second is give indirect to manager's child. Two things. Give $100. This one is give to them directly one time. This utility is $100. But give indirectly to manager's children two times. I give to $100 gift card for manager. The manager give to the children, correct? So at this time we calculate the utility is $200. Okay, this is utility. Very. Another my real example. I'm very late married because it's concerned about studying. So I married very late, around 40 years later. Anyway, at that time, my wife has a grandma and father and mother, right? Okay. Me, my wife has the grandma and father and mother, correct? And I have some gift for a department store, because it's the professors, which gift is better, it's gift card is better, or necktie, or some shoes. It's very popular thing. So I have a $100,000 gift card, and then I give this to the grandma, my wife's grandma, and my wife's grandma is noted because very old, so she give to the gift card to father. Okay. And father saying, oh, so mystery is coming, and then she gives some money, gift for my mother's, and then, oh, it's very good, or something like that. And then my wife's dad gives to the mother. Oh, mystery is coming, and then she gives to the mother for $100. Yeah, sure. And finally, who has it, the gift card? Mother gives to back here. So it's an executive story. So I give a directive to wife only 100,001. But 1, 2, 3, 4. It means 400. This is for utility. Okay. Later, if we have some economic class, I give many other examples, and you can understand how can we make it all resources to more powerful utility. Okay, so nowadays, you know, the Trump is to bury Greenland or something, more fighting or not. What's that? Greenland has very big resources, but its utility is very poor. But if I give some chance, Trump think that, oh yeah, if I have the Greenland, and I can develop more utility in Greenland. You see, it's actually story, but the method is different. That's why. Okay. Okay. So, good and bad leaders is your common sense area. How to be a good leaders, or bad leaders, very common sense. Okay, that's it. Anyway, but good leaders or worst leaders, you concern about their common sense is okay to understand. Okay. Okay. Any other question? So thanks for coming, and the school's pushed